Hey y'all! Today I'm crocheting some fishnet sleeves using yarn that I spun in my last video while giving some tips on working with hand spun yarn. If you want to see the process video of how I made this yarn, go check that video out next. I'll have it linked in the description. Before I wind this yarn into a yarn cake, I'm going to measure the yardage by counting the loops and multiplying by 2 since my niddy noddy creates 2 yard loops. Although it's best to be a bit conservative with your yardage measurement because the yarn might shrink up a little bit after it's washed to set the twist. I counted 91 loops, so that's about 180 yards. Now I'm ready to wind my yarn into a cake with my handy dandy cake winder. Before I get started crocheting, I'm going to measure the yarn weight category by measuring the wraps per inch. By wrapping the yarn around a little tool that has a width of 1 inch, and I count how many times the yarn wrapped around it. And you don't need a fancy tool to do this. You can wrap the yarn around a pencil or really anything and measure an inch with a ruler and count within that section. I ended up with about 11 or 12 wraps per inch, which makes this a light worsted weight yarn. For this pattern, the yarn weight isn't super important, but it might be for another pattern. Also, you want to measure the wraps per inch after the yarn gets its finishing bath because it could cause the yarn to fluff up a little bit. For the pattern, I'm following a video by Greene on YouTube, which I'll have linked in the description if you want to check it out. It was really easy to follow along, and you can adjust the measurements easily to fit you by adjusting the number of chains you start with and how many rows you make. Now I want to talk about some things to keep in mind when working with hand spun yarn. The biggest thing in my opinion to be aware of is that you have a limited amount, and when you run out, you can't just run to the store or order more. Learn from my mistake from a few years ago. I made a sweater out of hand spun yarn, and might I say from a fleece that I processed myself, and I ran out of yarn when I was about at the shoulders for this sweater. I ended up spinning a different color fiber, and I ran out of that and still wasn't quite done, so I had to spin a different color of fiber to finish the neck. The sweater came out cute, but in hindsight, I probably should have done a top-down pattern, then it would have just been cropped a little bit, or I should have waited to make the sleeves until after the body was done and had cropped sleeves. Another possibility would have been to make the sweater not so baggy. But of course, hindsight is always 20/20. For these crochet sleeves, I didn't know how far my yarn would get me, so I made the sleeves at the same time by using both ends of the yarn cake, the one on the outside and the one on the inside. This is one of the benefits of working from a yarn cake instead of a ball of yarn. I alternated adding a couple rows to each sleeve until I ran out of yarn, which ended up coming to just above my elbows. It did get a little bit longer after washing, which I did by soaking the sleeves in hot soapy water. I really like the Tufts wool soap bar, and I like to add the soap after the water is in the bowl so I don't create a bunch of bubbles, because too many bubbles could lead to agitation and increase the risk of felting. Then I did a rinse soak for about 10 minutes. And then I pressed out as much water as I could, and I always like to remind people that you want to press, not wring it out, because if you wring it out, you can cause stretching and cause things to warp, which nobody wants that in the thing that they have put several hours of work into. Then I laid it out on a towel and rolled it up and pressed more water out. Then I spread out the sleeves on a towel to dry flat. And while it's laying out here, I want to show you a close-up of how gorgeous this yarn looks. Like, I cannot be more obsessed with how this came out. After the sleeves dried, I wove in the ends. And I even went a step farther in hiding the ends by felting them in place with a felting needle and foam pad. Felting needles have barbs on them that latch onto the fiber and pull it, causing the fibers to interlock. I stabbed it a bit with the needle from both sides before cutting the tail off, and then after cutting the tail off, I felted it a little bit more. The ends are pretty much invisible, and they are definitely not going anywhere. Here is the final outcome. I feel like these will match so many tops and they are truly one of a kind. I'm so happy with how these sleeves turned out and I hope to get a lot of use out of them. Let me know what you think of this project and if you have any tips you'd like to share or questions about working with handspun yarn. If you enjoyed this video, then you might also like my other project videos. I'll have that playlist along with the video of making the yarn for these sleeves linked on this outro screen and in the description. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon in the next video. Bye!